Hey to YouTube, I stopped you and restarted you because YouTube, you act like you don't know how to act right. And let's see. Now, on the YouTube, I say I want landscape and the vertical because you want both of them so that you can get your audience. Okay, it did it right this time. All right, there we go. All right, there we are. We're good to go. All right, again, hey everybody, it's me. This is my 15th introduction at this point. Hello everybody, even though YouTube doesn't know this. Hello everyone. Thank you and welcome. Hi, hello, Miss Tina. It's good to see you. I am live and I'm ready to go. I'm getting text messages and alerts, so I'm gonna try to get into this so that I can continue with my day. I'm so glad that you were able to join me. Please share this out, whether you're on the Instagram, the LinkedIn I'm broadcasting from, the Facebook, the YouTube, the Instagram, wherever you are watching, the TikTok. Please share this out to somebody who is interested in real estate. I have not been on since I believe the end or beginning of January, whichever one. But at the very least, even though I don't do this weekly anymore, I might go back to weekly. We'll see. It'll be a lot. At the very least, my commitment is to come in every quarter. So even if I don't do it every week, I want to at least come in doing this live at least once a quarter. Well, I'm telling you about the forecast. What's going on in the land of real estate. And so I talked about kind of set the tone for the year of some trends that will be happening, some things we might see for 2026. Now it is springtime, so we got to break into. Oh, thank you. Yeah, she a baddie. Thank you. And is. Thank you. Appreciate it. And so let's talk about, I will take it. So let's talk about what's happening in the spring market. What are some of the questions that we have? Forecasting the spring market. Will there be more listings? Will rates go down? Okay. So welcome. And I'm going to say my Tuesday tip at 2-ish. Okay. Today we're going to talk about something that everyone wants to know. Yes. Everybody wants to know right now. What is the spring market going to look like this year? Will there be more listings? Will the market mortgage rates go down? And what does that mean for the local Philly, Delaware County, Montco? Let's get into it. What does it mean? All right, for all the surrounding areas. First, let me say this up front. A forecast is absolutely not a promise. It is not a promise. Okay, I can't necessarily predict. Hello, thank you for coming. I can't necessarily predict, what's going to happen in this market. Thank you very much. I don't know. We will see what will happen in this market. Hello, thank you. I'm reading comments. And so what we have to understand is that nobody can promise you anything. I don't care how much of an expert that you have, who you follow. Okay. It's not a promise. It is just a strategy conversation. So we're talking about strategy, the things that might come up. If these things come up during the market, if these things are projected, what is it going to look like for you? And what does that mean for you if you're trying to buy or sell? If you're an investor or just, like I say, a regular, typical consumer who's just trying to get a house to live in and do right. Okay. It is a strategy conversation. We're looking at what the data is saying. Okay. What the market is doing right now and how wisely to move, or how to move wisely instead of emotionally. So let's start with the big question. Will there be more listings this spring? I was perusing. I said it a little bit before. I was perusing and I was like, I have definitely used up all of my outfit check. Hey, outfit check. I'm just wearing a simple two-piece. Okay. I keep it simple. All right. With some gold accessories. All right. There you go. And so I like to go see what's out there. And so of course I was like, look at what's happening outside. It's a couple of properties that's coming on the market for me locally, right? So I like to see what's going on locally in my area and other areas that I service. And so I didn't want to go too far from home because I had Tuesday tip at 2 to do. And so I went out there and I saw some things in the market that was really nice. And I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and check it out. We're going to get some long form videos in, do some content stacking, all that fun stuff, right? And so will there be more listings this spring? My answer is probably yes. Probably yes. But it's not going to be a flood of listings, okay? It's not going to be like, oh my goodness, it's 10, 15, 20, 82,000 listings on the market, right? Nationally, according to Realtor.com, is forecasting for sell inventory to rise about 8.9% in 2026, which suggests buyers should see more options than they did during the tightest years of the market. But more inventory does not automatically mean an easy market, especially in our area. So what does it mean for us locally and our area, meaning the Northeast section? In Philadelphia County, this means the median sale price in February 2026 was about $265,000 in the Philadelphia County, up 6% year over year. While the number of homes sold was about was down at about 10.1%. Homes were taken about 70 days on the market on average. Listen, the deal I just closed on, Philly home, and it definitely was over 70 days. It was over, okay? It was over 70 days. So yes, I living it real time, guys. That tells me that demand is still there. Pricing is still holding, but buyers are taking a little bit more time. And the market is not as frenzied as peak years. It's not 2021. It's not 2021, 2022. Okay. And Delaware County, the median sale price in February 2026 was about $327,000. And that is up 2.8%, 2.8% year over year, with homes taking about 48 days on the market. Not bad. And closed sales down nearly 10% from the year earlier. Zillow has showed active for sale inventory at 886 and 313 new listings in February. So there is activity, yes, but it is still not what I would call oversupply. Okay, so it's not an oversaturation in the activity. In Montgomery County, the same median sale price in February 2026 was about $430,000, which is down from the 3.4% year over year. It's down 3.4%. On Redfin's measure, while homes still hold for about 99.6% of the list price and more than 35% sold above list, Zillow shows over 1,000 homes in inventory and 379 new listings in February. Okay, so Montco has more inventory than Delaware County, but well-priced homes are still drawing strong competition. Okay, so my reading on this is, yes, spring should bring more listings. All right, but in our market, especially in undesirably priced points. No, say it right, Danielle. But in our market, especially in desirable price points and neighborhoods, I do not expect some dramatic inventory dump. I expect a modest increase in choice, not a buyer free-for-all. Okay, now let's deal with the next question. Will the rates, the mortgage rates, will they go down? This is where I need everybody to breathe and stop waiting for a fantasy number. Okay, ain't gonna be 1.2, 2%, 1%, okay, 1.7%. As of April 2nd, 2026, Freddie Mac reported the average 30-year fixed mortgage rate at 6.46%. 6.46%. Just a few weeks earlier, it was closer to 6%. On March 5th, so rates have on March, no, say it back. It was 6.4%. It is 6.46%. And just a few weeks earlier, it was closer to 6% on March 5th. So rates have been moving around. Okay, so it's just, a teeter up, a teeter down, a teeter up, and teeter down. The broader forecasts say rates may ease modestly over time, but not dramatically. Realtor.com's 2026 forecast says mortgage rates should average around 2.3% this year. Fannie Mae said in late 2025 that rates were expected to end in 2026 around 5.9%. And NAR said rates could move to roughly 6% this year. That means the expert consensus is not rates are crashing. The consensus is rates may improve some, but probably not enough for people to sit around waiting for 3% again. Don't do it. Don't do it. What they say, date the rate, marry the house. That's what they say. Date the rate, marry the house. Okay, so don't be sitting around trying to wait for some made up number for percentage. Okay, so if you're asking me, Danielle, should I wait for rates to drop before I buy? My answer is do not build your whole plan around a maybe. Don't do it. Don't build it around a maybe. Build your plan around your readiness. What can you afford today, right now, in this market? Because if rates come down a little bit, that can help affordability. But if more buyers jump in at the same time, I say this all the time, as soon as rates go down, everybody going to have the same idea. They going to see it on the news. They're going to hear it from somebody. They're going to see it on Google. And as soon as that happens, everybody going to have the same idea to be like, let me get in there. And what that do? If more buyers jump back in at the same time, that can also mean more competition. That's what that means. Supply and demand, guys. Okay? The demand goes up, and with the supply already struggling, prices go up. So now let's break this down in the Philly market forecast. Philadelphia is still one of those markets where affordability compared to many suburban areas keep demand high or keep them alive. Prices were up 6% year over year in February, even with fewer homes selling. That tells me that sellers with good homes have leverage, especially if the property is priced right and shows well. Buyers may see a few more options this spring, but I do not think Philly suddenly becomes soft across the board. Entry-level move-in ready homes should still stay competitive, okay? Delaware County markets. Let's talk about Delco. Delco feels like a more balanced conversation. Prices are still up, but not exploding. Homes are taking longer than last year to sell, and sell to list ratios have softened a bit. Okay, that tells me buyers may have a little more breathing room than they did before, especially if they're looking outside the hottest pockets or are open to homes that need a little bit cosmetic work. But Delco is still not sleepy. Good inventory should move. And finally, Montgomery County. Montgomery County market forecast. Montgomery County is the one where I would tell buyers not to confuse more inventory with easy access. Even with some prices softening in the median number, homes are still averaging almost full price, and a significant share are selling above asking. That tells me stronger school districts, desirable neighborhoods, and turnkey homes are still commanding serious attention. Sellers here can still do well, but pricing strategy matters more than ego. Pricing always matters. Pricing always matters. I've seen some amazing houses just sit there because of pricing. Buyers need to come in educated and prepared. And so here's the simple version of my spring 2026 forecast. More, let's simplify. I gave y'all all the in-depth elaboration. Let's simplify. More listings, yes, modestly. Rates going down, maybe a little bit, somewhat, but not enough to build a whole strategy around waiting. Philly, still competitive, especially at affordable price points. Delco, a little more balanced, but quality homes will move. Montco, still strong, especially in desirable neighborhoods and turnkey conditions. Now, let me talk to the groups. Now, let me talk to two groups real quick. If you're a buyer, get pre-approved now. Do not wait. If you're trying to look and you're like, by the summer, by the fall, get pre-approved now. Do not wait until the perfect listing hits. Know your payment, comfort zone, know your must-haves, and be ready to act when the right property shows up. If you are a seller, spring can absolutely be your moment, but only if you do it right. So sellers, if you're trying to buy, you have to follow what I told the buyers to do. Okay. If you're trying to sell your house and buy, right? Or buy and sell, then you need to do what I told the buyers to do. Get ready. Let's see what we're working with now. Do not assume the season will do the work for you. Presentation matters. If you need the handyman to come out, if you need your floor fix, a piece of paint, those things matter. Pricing matters. Nothing crazy. Price right. Marketing matters. Okay. No fuzzy photos, no fuzzy videos, none of that. Pricing matters. Marketing matters. Presentation matters. The market is rewarding the prepared, not the lazy. That's not even just a word for real estate. Okay. The market is rewarding the prepared, not the lazy. And that's really the word for this year, prepared. The people who win this spring are not necessarily people with the most money. They are the people with the best strategy. So if you're in Philly, Delco, or Montgomery County, and you are trying to figure out your next move, let's talk about your real numbers, your timing, and your plan. Listen, drop spring in the comments if you want help figuring out your next steps. Or you can absolutely book a consultation with me by using the QR code wherever it is on the screen. Or you can go to book.djmrealtyco.com. Again, book.djmrealtyco.com. And make sure to follow me on all the social media platforms at DJM Realty. All right. For more Tuesday tips and real estate strategies, marketing insights, and guidance that helps you move wisely. It was so great joining you guys today. I hope that I was able to clarify some things of what's coming up in the spring market. And I will talk to you guys next time and see what panned out, what it was looking like in the spring market. Well, I'll come see you back in June. Okay, in June. Bye-bye. Remember, there's no place like home. There's no place like home buying, and certainly no place like home selling. Talk to you guys soon. Have an amazing day.